My name is Dale, and I'm from Ontario, Canada. It's my third year at the March, and I feel blessed to be here this year with my 16-year-old daughter and 13-year-old son, as well as with all of you. I was 16 years old and pregnant. A panel of doctors called a therapeutic abortion committee told my parents abortion was a simple procedure with no adverse effects. I am here today to tell you the 16-year-old who entered the hospital that very dark day in November '79 was not the same 16-year-old that exited after the abortion was completed. The abortion was a catalyst that caused significant change in my life. I went from a straight A student in grade 11 to barely passing in grade 12. I began to smoke and do drugs. I became promiscuous and drifted from one failed relationship to another. This path of destruction continued into my college years. When I reflect back on those days, I'm amazed that I succeeded at becoming a nurse. The abortion erected a massive barrier between my mom and I. She was not with me that day, and I felt abandoned. I experienced much grief and was depressed for many years afterwards. I longed to hear her say she loved me unconditionally, but it never happened. She passed away 5 years ago, and we never did get to have that heart-to-heart talk. I have lost 5 babies to miscarriage, and I believe the miscarriages were a result of having the abortion. But God has also blessed me with 4 beautiful children. Women are told abortion will not affect their life and that afterwards everything will return to normal. This is a lie. It's been 32 years and my life continues to be affected. I say this because I recently got a job at the very hospital where my abortion took place. I found myself preoccupied with thoughts of the abortion. Many details of that day are still missing. This inability to recall the details frustrates me. I was able to find out what operating and recovery room I was in through looking at medical records that I had retrieved many years ago. Through a set of very strange circumstances, I was able to visit those 2 rooms. I discovered that the rooms were hidden in a back hallway, away from the rest of the patients on the floor. Suddenly, I remembered crying uncontrollably for my baby after the abortion, and my thought was, they stuck us back here where no one would be able to hear us cry. The healing continues to take place, and I have a feeling this is not the end of the story, but the beginning of yet another chapter. For 20 years, the abortion has caused many damaging effects. But for the past 12 years, God has transformed it into something good. I have found love and forgiveness through the church and through organizations such as Rachel's Vineyard and Silent No More. I am constantly amazed at how much good continues to come out of this tragic event that took place so many years ago. It reminds me of Romans 8:28, and we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. I am passionate about telling my story because I want to inform the public and reach out to those who are hurting after abortion, to love and encourage them. And this is why I have chosen to be silent no more.